I got time today to review Raising Kanan Season 4, Episode 402. It's all love. Now listen. After 401 gave us everything leading up to Howard and Ronnie's deaths, this episode right here, this is the aftermath, the fallout, and it's looking like season 4 is gonna be a slow burn to the good stuff. And honestly, I'm kind of here for it. First off, Crystal, bruh, how is it ain't nobody looking for this girl? No mama, no daddy, no nana, no nothing. She just out here living like a grown woman with Kanan at 15 or 16. Alright, writers. Alright. Then we find out she was pregnant by Kanan. And he paid for her abortion. Now, that hit because it mirrors Raquel's own abortion last episode. They're clearly showing this generational cycle. And it also shows Kanan stepping into grown man responsibilities when he's still basically a kid. But my question is, was this parallel intentional to connect Kanan and Raquel, or was it just dropped in for shock value? So, the feds closed the case on Howard and Ronnie, blaming it on foreign nationals? Okay, done deal, right? Wrong. Here comes Captain, 6 months to retirement, decided this is his last hurrah. So instead of enjoying his pension countdown, he wants to dig into what really happened and who really killed Howard, which means that he ain't off the Thomases just yet. And Lulu's back, fresh out of rehab, shaky but sober. And I gotta say, I'm really liking this sober Lou. He's calmer, more focused, not drowning in liquor and guilt. He even gets offered the chance to run his own label imprint with famous and new artist B Rilla, who's locked up right now. But Lou's not ready. He declines. Still, he goes to see B Rilla, which tells me that music dream is still alive somewhere in him. So the question is this the start of a comeback or just a calm before another relapse? And then there's Kanan. And I love how they make him look so stupid every time he swears he's the smartest one in the room. He goes to repay Snaps and Pops for the money they put up with Ronnie. But let's not forget, he killed Ronnie last season. So they flip it on him. They're like, nah, we don't want our money back. We want in. Break bread with us. And Kanan was big mad. But come on, bruh. You signed that deal. You didn't understand it. And now you're stuck. And Raquel can't even save you. Because that deal was made between you, Ronnie, Snaps, and Pops. You played yourself. And then, Famous on the run. And let's be real, Famous is not built for that. He can't hide. He can't stay quiet. He can barely survive on a good day. So, how long before he slips up and drags Kanan down with him? Now, Marvin. Man, Marvin is the comic relief of this entire series. Every time the show gets too heavy, he's the one that keeps us laughing. But he's also the family's biggest liability. He was supposed to scare a dude, maybe rough him up, but instead he kills him. Classic Marvin. And that's why Raquel never fully trusts him, because Marvin can't help himself but to be Marvin. And it looks like Marvin's going deeper in with Stefano, running more jobs, building that relationship. What started out as one favor in 4 on 1 now looks like Marvin stacking IOUs. But is he building leverage for himself to one day move without Raquel? Or is he just keeping a backup plan in case the family falls apart? Either way, the more Marvin ties himself to Stefano, the messier it's gonna get. Meanwhile, Raquel gets hit with a 20% price hike from the Vietnamese plug. That's not just business, that's a straight disrespect move. So, of course, Raquel's already looking for a new source and she's eyeing Stefano as her distributor. But here's the twist: Marvin's already building his own bond with Stefano. So, if she pulls him in, family drama's about to go nuclear. And then there's Grandma. Her cancer has spread. She's basically on her last leg. And Kanan tells her it's time to tell the family. But she refuses. And the reason? She feels so guilty about how she raised her kids that she can't even face them on her deathbed. Now, that's heavy. It shows how broken this family is. Secrets, shame, trauma. And now, Kanan is the one holding that weight for her. Even when she's dying, she'd rather hide than confront what she created. Now, Jukebox goes down to Atlanta to see her girlfriend at Spelman. And Lord knows we did not need to see all that on screen. Less is more, writers. Less is more. But then we learn Jukebox is AWOL from the military. So now it's not just family drama, she's running from the system too. And if Uncle Sam is after you, now that's a whole different situation. And then we got the conversation between Raquel and Jukebox. And during this conversation, Raquel tells Jukebox who her baby daddy is, aka the dead man, aka Unique. And my whole thing is this right here. Why do these adults continue to bring these kids into adult conversations and situations? And as you can see, Jukebox was very uncomfortable because she didn't know how to feel. So my whole thing is, why she tell this girl this? And while everybody else is scrambling, Unique is lurking in the shadows, plotting to burn everything down. He kills the attorney, cutting off Raquel's inside connect. And what makes it even more wild, the attorney had just told Raquel the feds would give her a get out of free card if she snitched on Stefano. Now, with him gone, can she even use that information? Unique is dismantling her empire piece by piece, and nobody even knows he's alive yet. And that's scary. Can Raquel still use that federal investigation against Stefano now that her attorney's dead? Is Marvin building leverage with Stefano or digging his own grave? Will sober Lou finally get his comeback or is relapse around the corner? Is Jukebox really trying to escape or is she destined to get dragged back into the family cycle? Was Grandma refusing to tell her kids about her cancer guilt or one last attempt to control them? And will Kanan ever learn the game or forever keep looking dumb when he thinks he's smart? So, yeah, episode 402 was the aftermath, not explosive, but layered. Crystal's abortion, Kanan humbled, Marvin messy, Lulu shaky, but sober. Grandma on her last leg, Jukebox AWOL, the Raquel Jukebox tension, and Unique in the shadows. This season is clearly gonna be a slow burn, but every seed they're planting is going to explode later. That's my breakdown of Raising Kanan, season number 4, episode 402. It's all love, slow burn, but all the seeds are planted. Hit that subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back with episode 403.